Craft, episode 1, part 2. I'm your host, Seeking G. The Craft is a show dedicated to breaking down some of the most impressive verses in hip hop. I think hip hop is literally like a pantheon of superheroes. People that can just do all type of shit. Niggas with creative genius minds. And I'm very grateful for this culture. So I also want to jump in it too. My goal is to be an artist. But I feel like I got to do a little bit of homework first. So why not do the homework together? You can learn from me. I can learn from you. You can put in the comment box down below, songs you would like for me to break down, things that I missed in the verse breakdown, or things that I can add to the verse breakdown, what you would like to see, So I just think this is really like a learning and growing process. So right now I'm trying to learn too, so don't think that I'm speaking from a perspective that's like, I'm the god of this shit, or I'm above anybody, because I'm a student too. So, and that's what this whole series is about. It's about students, and it's about us learning, getting better, and improving the culture and the craft as a whole, because what we have is something that's, it's undeniable and it's unexplainable, and it's just different. So without further ado, let's break down the first song that we're gonna get into, which would be Kendrick Lamar "Sing About Me," verse 1. So let's do it. Let's see. Okay, you see right here how he has your and my right here. You can put your opposite words in the same line. Those that also has an effect too. you know your is he's just switching perspectives. We go from your hands and now we're back to my plans, like, and it's just opposites. It's not really too deep. So then one syllable away, you can see how he now continues his rhyme to begin his next line: hands and plans, rather vindictive. Two syllables away, vindictive. Everybody's a victim in my eyes. And now this is what I was talking about earlier. Like, sometimes artists, like, they'll use little words like in or and, you know, to back up, or of, or like little words like that to back up their rhyme, to go with to reinforce their rhyme, that their external rhyme or internal rhyme. It's really tight. You should just add a word that just rhymes with the last syllable, or rhymes with the beginning syllable in front of the word you're gonna rhyme with. And the words don't have to rhyme exactly. Vindictive and victiming are not the same. Technical rhyme. So it's not all about technical. Sometimes you got to stretch the word so it can sound like the word you're trying to rhyme with. And then you can see it does a back to back rhyme right here. My eyes when I ride. It's a murderous rhythm. And you see how what I was just saying from earlier, rhythm in, excuse me. You add those rhymes to the you add those little rhyme words to the end of your to your word that you rhyme with, and it really sounds good. It's a murderous rhythm, and outside became pitch black, a demon glued to my back, whispering, "Get him." Okay, so outside, and now whenever you're starting off this line, you pick words from within this line to now rhyme out here again. And you can do that one syllable away, two syllables away. It's just 1 to 3 syllables is often a good distance to have rhymes away from each other. Just in general, if you're like stuck at anything, or you're just like stuck of what you should do, like what am I gonna come up with? I think that's a good thing to just have as a something you could lean on if you want to. Now let's look at this alliteration: became pitch black. alliteration also kind of works like rhyme too. Like you can use alliteration on the clicks instead of rhyming on the clicks as well. You know, alliteration is very pleasing to the ear, and the listeners know when you're doing that. You know, because it's a repeated sound. Everything that we're doing is about repetition. All this niggas doing is repeating the same shit over and over and repeating, taking this from out this line, doing this, you know, and adding new shit too. But that's a song is about repetition, you know. How much can you hear the same shit? So a demon glued to my back. You can see this back to back rhyme. Glued to my back. This glued is on the click. This two right here, you know, they rhyme. You can keep them back to back. That'll keep your flow in the meantime until you get to the word that you're trying to land on. Demon glued to my back, whispering, "Get 'em." And you know, I should have colored that one in blue, cause "Get 'em" in rhythm, whispering, "Get 'em," murderous rhythm, and you know, you can hear that flow. You also see that alliteration too. Get them, I got them, and it's like even these words they sound like the same word. You know what I mean? It's like repeat. He's also repeating the phrase too. You know, you can repeat phrases too to make emphasis and really you know get your listeners' attention. Get them, I got them, and I ain't give a fuck. Another back to back rhyme. Then you start off your new line with the internal. That same mentality that told my brother not to duck. And also this mentality too. Hold on one second. My eyes were now bright, it's a murderous rhythm, and outside became pitch black. A demon glued to my back, whisper, bring it, oh my god, man, I ain't give a fuck. That same mentality that told my brother not to duck. In actuality, it's a trip I would trip off of distraction or a reaction of what we consider madness. I know exactly what happened. You ran outside when you heard my brother cry for help. Held him like a newborn. Everybody tried to put up with the type of bullet that stuck. Except for a passion like you. That is a victim in my eyes when I write. It's a murderous rhythm and outside became pitch black. A demon glued to my back, whispering, "Get him, I got him, and I ain't give a fuck." And also this, you know, it's all about rhyming words from earlier. Pitch black, a demon glued to my back, whispering, "Get him." And it's also cool too because he paused on each one of these. So paused on this first internal rhyme, this second internal rhyme, and then whispering, "Get him." He's able to now. So that's a cool technique right there. So you go from a murderous rhythm and outside became pitch black. A demon glued to my back, whispering, "Get him, I got him, and I ain't give a fuck." You see that, like you can hear that rhythm, and you know how that rhyme came to be. That's pretty tight. So you could do those two, the rhyme you leave off on, two internals like that, and then bring it back there again. And that definitely keep your listeners' attention. My brother not to duck. Hold on. My plans rather vindictive. Nobody's a victim in my eyes when I rise, murderous rhythm, and outside became pitch black. A demon glued to my back, whispering, "Get him, I got him, and I ain't give a fuck." Let's see how many G's that was. whispering, get him, I got him, and I ain't give a fuck. And it's like he's continuing this rhythm, whispering, get him, I got him, and I ain't give a fuck. And like he's using the G sound to begin that whispering, get him, I got him, and I ain't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like he's continuing this rhythm because it's really also about the way he's saying this shit. That's also tight. That same mentality that told my brother not to duck. And then, so you put mentality right here on the click, and then that's right here. You can bring that again and repeat. So when you repeat, it's the same as rhyming the word again and having it internal. Because you're hearing the sound all over again. So that's also a good technique to keep your flow and to also make it like you want to use a lot of common little words in between the big words you use, like simple words. That same mentality that told my brother not to duck. And you don't have to rhyme on every click, like that's what I used to get stuck in, just rhyming on every click, but it's just rhyming on a click is it's necessary for you to just stay on beat, and it's like now you can, manipulate the click. This sound that we talked about earlier, that's on every beat, you can manipulate the click to now make your flow, however crazy you want to make it, maybe you rhyme on this click, maybe not on that click, and so now you can see that he skipped one click, kept his flow right here, two back-to-back rhymes, and then lands right here on in actuality, and brings that word back. Begins the line, two internal three internal rhymes, one syllable away, two syllables away. Okay, then how am I gonna start off my next line? One syllable away, I'm gonna do two uh two back-to-back rhymes to start my next line. And then insert something right here. This could have just been anything at the moment. And then you go to a word like wonder, you know, that ER sound, you can also like bring it up like wonder, wonder. It's like however, whatever you want to use, like, it's however you want to kind of bend the word to fit your rhymes. And then now, if I ever discover you can take that I from that was just a regular I, now it means something. You take that back out here, and you can start your new line. I'll ever discover a passion like you and recover. It's about rhyming parts of the word to each other as well, not just the entire word, because your ears are picking up on all of this. And it's like even this shit, this is like some Shakespeare type shit, but I'm just hearing this shit, think it's just hip hop, and I'm reading this shit back, like, damn, this shit is crazy. And it's like, but it's like this ain't the only person that does this. This is everybody. Everybody's cold. So, I think this is a very tight culture that we're privileged to be a part of and to own. Yeah, but this is also another remember I was talking about earlier, discover you add that ending rhyme, add a little word after that, and it'll keep your flow and it sounds good. Discover a passion like you, and this ION and TION, you know what I mean, like shin, like that always rhymes with and. So you can put and somewhere near it, or you can put it behind it in a format like that. Once again, like I said before earlier, recover the life that I knew. One syllable away, two syllables away, youngin, and it's like you can put this rhyme either or on the front or the back of the rhyme. Either way, it's gonna reinforce that rhyme. In and are the same word, like phonetically, they just sound the same. So that's also another uh and of, the, all that type of shit. These are interchangeable words that you could just, and they rhyme. They're the same. So you can use them to supplement your sentences. And pajamas and dun dun duns. Hold on one second. It's rather vindictive. Everybody's a victim in my eyes. When I ride this a murderous rhythm and outside became pitch black, a demon glued to my back, whispering, get him, I got him, and I ain't give a fuck. It's a mentality that told my brother not to duck. In actuality, it's a trip how we trip off of colors. I wonder if I'll ever discover a passion like you and recover the life that I knew was a youngin' in pajamas and dun-dun-duns. If it undercomes, it rains cats and dogs, dumb. Niggas like me never prosper, prognosis. I just like the song. I was supposed to stop early. I like the song. My bad. Yeah, but the type of bullet this time. In pajamas and dun-dun-duns when thunder comes. Yeah, and you could also, when you rhyme all these bulky like dun-dun-duns, when thunder comes, you can do that right one syllable away from each other. And you know, it's like an overload for your listener's ear when you're rhyming like each in between syllable of a word and one syllable away from another a word, like multi-syllable rhymes and shit like that. So it rains cats and dogs dumb. Niggas like me never prosper, prognosis. Let's look at this alliteration right here. It's back to back alliteration. And it's like even some words are even more like prone to alliteration, because it's within the word. The word has alliteration. Prosper, prognosis of a problem child. And it's back to back rhyme, and then on the outside of the back to back rhymes, it continues his alliteration. A problem child, and I'm proud. So, like we said before earlier, the words don't gotta rhyme exactly. It's like child and proud do not rhyme, but they rhyme, but they on paper they don't rhyme. That's what I'm trying to say. On paper they don't rhyme. And well devoted, and then what? One syllable away, two syllables away. Okay, now I'm devoted. I'm proud and well devoted. This Pyru shit been in me forever. He's still going with this P. So he went from here, one, two, three, four, five, six P's. Like six P's in a sentence. It just sounds smooth once you're rapping that shit back. This Pyru shit been in me forever. So Pyru shit, you can stop here and even just think like, okay, what am I gonna write next? Okay, I need a rhyming word to get me over it, and then to start this next line. Been, and then been in. That's the same thing from earlier. I was telling you, like you add it to the back of the rhyme or into the front of the rhyme. Just little words like in and in and are the same word, so you can use those interchangeably. Been in me forever, and then now you've rhymed this word that rhymes with these three on the click. You could transition here to whatever word you want. All right, so now forever. How am I gonna start my line? One syllable away. It's one syllable away. I'm gonna say forever again. Repeat that and emphasis as well as it starts your next line. I'ma push it, Parush it. He brings that P and that he brings that
that P sound back, as well as rhyming with this line here. So now it's like you transitioned on with the internal rhyme and then went back to your pattern. So that's also a good technique to do too. Then okay, now what does he do to start the next line? Repeat again, back to back repeating, just like this up here. Whenever, and two syllables away. I love you, cause you love my brother like you did. It's like you're repeating it, but then you're putting it backwards too. It's like repeating that I love you, and now you loved. So those are type patterns. You can reverse your pattern in the line. So that's a tight thing to do. And it's like A B A B A. So that's a tight technique to do. A B A B A. And then one space away, A. Cause you love my brother like you did. And it's like now he's using this you, and now it switched the perspective. Every single time he's rhymed in this song is it's you, it's him. These words are are the words are they're like they're showing the perspective of the characters in the story. He didn't just write this rap. He knew who he was going to talk about, and what each person is going to say, and what each person is about, and what each person is doing. And if you want a song that's going to be lasting forever, it's like this is the type of shit you got to do. Shit is monotonous. Shit is, whatever. But this is the type of shit you got to do. This shit lasts. You can make some cool shit too for the moment too, and that's cool too. But I just personally want some shit that's gonna last. I want some shit that's years in the making and years to go. Like this is impressive shit. And you could take words that are within words. I mean, letters that are within. Excuse me. You could take. Man, I'm fucking grape got my ass. You could take letters from within the word that are in your line. You want to use words that I mean letters that are words with similar letters within your line. It's gonna sound tight. Just promise me you'll tell the story when you make it big. Two syllables away from this big here. Another you can rhyme that word, that rhyme that was on the click, you can rhyme it again here, two syllables away. And if back to back rhymes before your album drop, I hope, and then end the story like that. And it's like this is a very dope song. I really love this song. I think it's an amazing song. I think just to like everything. I'm sorry he had to go through that shit, but you know, this is incredible. So hopefully you learned something. I definitely learned a lot. I'm gonna continue to learn, and hopefully you'll continue to learn with me. So I really appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate everything. I'm very grateful. Shit, and stay blessed and continue to go after your dreams as well. So that's it.